Hello, this is Dr. Mears. Today we're going to be learning how to solve inequalities in 2 steps using a word problem. This is Allie again. If you watch the read, reread, and annotate and the Allie solving 1 step, this is just taking it to 2 steps. So let's first read, reread, and annotate. Now Allie has at most $45 to spend on her friend's birthday gifts. She already bought her a $15 yoga ball, but her grandma says that she can only spend half of the remaining money. Write an inequality to show how much she can still spend on her friend's gift. Then solve the inequality and graph the solution. Let's reread, underline, and annotate. Allie has at most $45 to spend on her friend's birthday gift. She already bought her a $15 yoga ball, but her grandma says that she can only spend half of the remaining money. Write an inequality to show how much she can still spend on her friend's gift, solve, and graph. So first, at most, we can't go over, so that's going to be less than or equal to. And our total is going to be $45, so I cannot go over that. She already bought her a $15 yoga ball, so I'm going to put plus 15 because that's what we have to add on to the remaining money. We don't know what the remaining money is here. I'm going to put a little arrow, so that's going to be X. And she can only spend half. Only half. Put a little, that's an only half. Hopefully you can see that. Only half. Okay. Write an inequality. So we're going to use one of these symbols, which we already did. We used at most, which is less than. How much she can still spend. Then solve. So this is going to be X is less than or equal to some amount. And graph, we're going to have a little graph. Okay. And there's a less than symbol there. Okay. So our inequality presents itself to us. So first we have our remaining money. Now she can only spend half. I am going to put a 2 in front. Because what happens is when we solve this equation, we are actually going to be dividing both sides by 2. Because we are going to be dividing out half of the remaining money. When we get to that step, I will show you. So instead of putting a 1/2 X here, I cannot because that would be doubling. I'm going to be putting a 2. I'm going to add my $15 because she already bought, so she already spent that 15. So I'm going to be adding that. Remember, this is the remaining money to 15. Less than or equals to because I can only spend at most, and 45 is my total. Now let's do the work to solve this inequality. First, I have to undo the addition using the inverse of subtraction. I'm going to bring down my 2x. I'm going to bring down my inequality symbol. 45 minus 15 is 30. Now here's where we're going to only be able to spend half. Before, when we did this problem with 1 step, we actually got that solution. Remember? We couldn't spend over 30, so we had to spend $30 or less. But now her grandma says she can only spend half of 30. Half of 30 is dividing it by 2. Well, it so happens that this equation is set up because when we solve for, this inequality is set up so that when we solve it, we are going to have to divide both sides by this 2 in order to bring it over. So undoing this 2 from the x, it was multiplication, we now use the inverse of division. We divide both sides, which does cut this amount in half, just like what the problem said. So we're left with x is less than or equal to $15. And that's why we need this 2 here so that when we get to solving it, at the end, we can divide the remaining money by 2. So now we have $15 or less to spend. So that is our solution. X is less than or equal to 15. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 14, and 13. We need to graph this. This is a closed circle because of this equal sign, meaning it can be $15 or less. The less amount lies to the left. So it could be $15 or 14 or 13 or 12 or 11 or 10 or 9 or 8, so on and so forth. So what does the solution to the inequality mean? What it means is that Allie can spend $15 or less on the gift. And that's her remaining money. The remaining money is if you can spend $15 or less. Remember, I am looking for the or less. This has been Allie solving two-step inequalities from a word problem. Hope it helped. Thank you.